garbage, trash, rubbish, waste. Listen, don't get me wrong. I am very thankful and appreciative of the 3 points. I needed these 3 points. We needed these 3 points. It was a must. It was not an option. It was not up for discussion, not up for debate. However, what I watched tonight makes me question my love for the sport of football itself. What I watched tonight makes me think maybe I'm going to become a Formula One addict. It, from a quality standpoint, was bleak. And we weren't even the worst ones. We weren't even the main culprits. We tried at times. We tried to present ourselves with a suit and tie, look good, show up in front of the people. Lights are, shining brightly. Thursday night, late kickoff, Stamford Bridge, 120 Chelsea anniversary, whatnot. So we're trying to impress. Job interview settings. However, we couldn't play our part when it came to things. When it came to proceedings, it was a rough watch. Let's all admit it. Let's not sugarcoat it. I've had one too many drinks. I'll be real. I've downed like 5-6 chicken wings. I have had to find love elsewhere outside of these things today. I had brothers that I was watching the game with on the watch along talking about Turkish food versus Mexican food, Caribbean food versus Nigerian food, disrespecting my badge, my club, my honor in front of me because they felt they had better things to discuss than the match itself. That's what it was tonight. I felt like we stooped to Tottenham's level a little bit at times. Obviously, we had a couple of players coming back from injury. Palmer, Jackson, Madueke off the bench. We didn't really know what level, what standard they'd be at. Credit to Caicedo, first of all, because when he fell to the ground, when he got injured for a split second, my world crumbled. I thought there was an earthquake taking place. I thought, season's finished, because we know we have no replacement for him. We know we have no alternative option for him. So when he got back up and managed to limp it off and walk it off, that was a good sign. But when you watch the game, you do think we left a little bit on the table today, despite the win. We could have gone an extra couple of gears. I'm looking at the wingers. I'm looking at Sancho. I'm looking at Neto in particular, thinking you didn't really chop up your man. You didn't really slice and dice your fullback. You didn't really take enough shots. You didn't really have that extra gear to go to start really putting pressure on that Vicario in goal. Sancho had a nice shot, world-class save from Vicario. Outside of that, decision-making, the crossing quality from Neto on that right-hand side, overhit. Sancho, jinky-majinky, but you're not jinky-majinky. But are you really threatening? Are you really going to shank a man? No, you're not. You're not. And this is why we're sending you back. I'll be real. 5 million, I'd rather pay it than 25. I'm sending you home. Get me out of here. That's what I'm saying. I'm a baller. Get me out of here. You're a baller. I do believe so. I really still believe at Crystal Palace, with those little nice first touches and those little steps, you could be something. But that is where you belong. Selhurst Park. Wilfred Zaha, that era and ilk of player. But at the top tier level, you can't do it. I can't guarantee that you're going to deliver. And it's sad. I have to admit it. But this is the reality. This is the reality of the situation. Cole Palmer, bit better today, 100%. Got an assist, beautiful cross, wonderful Enzo header, bullet header. That was beautiful to see. I think Enzo, we've all admitted and understood, in this winter period, he's been better. He's been standing up to the test of time, carrying a little bit, leadership qualities. Caicedo, fantastic. Even after an injury, you're thinking, are you going to be able to carry on? He's winning tackles, he's intercepting, he's setting tempo. That was good to see. Cucurella, I think, had that, right-hand side of Tottenham's attack locked up. No issues, no qualms, no worries over there. There was a couple of times that Gusto got skinned by Son, and I thought, there's a cutback, there's a problem. But it is what it is. And then the defence. Sanchez is weird, because Sanchez, he had a moment where I was like, wow, with that goal from Sarr, the long shot, I'm thinking, you're an absolute travesty. You're a disgracia. You're a disgrace. You're an abomination to the sport of football. But then he makes a great save on the ball across the box from Son, and you're thinking, well, thank you very much. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? You've saved us. So he's a bit of a mixed bag, but I've made my decision. I'm very concrete and clear about what I want from him. I want him to leave my football club. Despite the save, despite saving us in that instance, end of the season, leave my club. Leave it with grace. Leave it with, just peace. Peace and harmony. We don't need any problems. And yeah, Caicedo's volley. Beautiful strike, but, not given, which was a shame because I felt like the game needed anything it could get. Tottenham was shocking tonight. We made them look poor. I thought we controlled the game. We suffocated them. We pressed them properly. We kept them in their half, but they were horrendous. It's why they're in the position they're in the league. It's why they are, you know, where they are. It was poor. They never really got on top of things. They never really committed enough men forward. Everything in their attack stank. Maddison was missing. Solanke barely got a touch. The wings, Son, you know, nothing was there really for us. No, Odegaard, one time, this is the quality of the game, one time he stepped on the ball to try and take a man on and dribble, and he just took a touch too heavy. He did what Tobes would do in a football golf, you know, little bit of a reflection moment for Big Six. That's what he did. It was bad. It was a bad game. Quality-wise, the neutral didn't get what they wanted. There wasn't goals. There wasn't, you know, drama. There wasn't a festival of activity. It was just a dry, terrible game. I'm not going to lie. But we got what we needed. 3 points. Back up to 4th. We needed that because Forest won. City won. Everybody's piling on the pressure. We go Brentford away next at the GTEC Community Stadium on Sunday. 2 o'clock kickoff. But it's not a performance that fills me with confidence. It's not a performance that was like, oh yeah, Chelsea are back. After the international break, I can get my chest out. I can start to... No. This is a performance that is clear-cut. Kick the can down the road. We move on to the next. I'm hoping for better performances down the track. I'm hoping for more 3 points, more clean sheets. But we played a very poor Tottenham today. We played the worst Tottenham I've ever seen in my lifetime. This is a Tottenham team that don't have anything about them. Tottenham team that don't defend correctly, give us loads of time and space in the box, loads of box entries, loads of passes into the area. Didn't really hold up, no resistance, no, you know, deep block, no defensive structure. Just let us in constantly. And then you're looking at an attack that is blunt, that has nothing going for it. There's no sharpened knives. There's no, you know, there's no riots at our door. It's just, you know, no problem. It's light work. It's easy. There's tougher challenges to come. Brentford away, I think, will be a tougher game. Our record there is, I think, decent, but it's always a tight fixture. It's always a, you know, tightly contested. We just got to keep moving on. We've got Fulham, Ipswich. We've got to win these games. Everton, get these games out of the way, win them, and then we know what the final 5 games of the season look like. But, yeah, for me, it didn't have what a usual Chelsea-Tottenham clash has. It didn't have the level of, you know, back and forth and, there's jeopardy and question marks and red cards. Didn't have any of that. So, pretty dry, pretty bleak, pretty dull, pretty dead. But we move. We're next to the bin for a reason. That's what this game was. Garbage. You know what I mean? Put it in the trash can and keep it stepping, keep it walking, keep it moving. So, we move. And, yeah, we hope for better things, guys. But this season is going to the final day. Top 4, I've said it. That Caicedo little moment where he was limping, everybody shit themselves. You all have to change your underpants, your diapers, yeah? You all knew that moment our season was either alive or dead. That can't happen. So this is going right to the wire, right to the game week 38. We will either make it or we won't. And that is it. Should we be in that position? Absolutely not. But this is the reality of the situation. So until next time, smash up the likes, subscribes, and I will see you guys for Brentford. Long day, long day, long day. In a bit, people. Peace.
Do the feet again. Do the feet again.
Sancho.
Yeah.